Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions, and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chip through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Saka. Already. Partey. Out to the right. A buccaneering run from the defender. Going through. Just brushed off the ball there. Chiesa. It's got through to him.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid. Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
He spotted the run and played him through, and he's there to cut it out.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Arsenal going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently, looking for space out wide. Tierney. No goal. It'll be a throw-in. Partey does well to read it and intercepts. Aubameyang plays it out to the flank. Saka. Alexandro gets it back. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Holding, drives it forward. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Plays it out to the wing. Turns and goes back. Partey. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ronaldo displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Going for goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Chiesa. Rabiot. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hoists it forward. Ronaldo battles to win it back. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hits one! Cleared away. And the first half is done. Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first-half thoughts?
Juventus have been playing relatively well, from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Elneny. Holding. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Quadrado plays it over to the other flank. Alexandro. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dybala! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Ramsey. Chiesa. Cristiano Ronaldo. Clears it out of harm's way. And it's been taken straight back. You can get that clear. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Aubameyang with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that
Has a pop! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Rabiot tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Holding goes looking. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Willian. And here's Willian. And gets on, tries a shot! come good, so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Dybala. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, terrible pass. And then Arsenal keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Is it pulled forward? Alexandro. Chiesa. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Tries his luck. Big relief, it just needed better contact. Looks to thread it through.
Arsenal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And that's been levered clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Across the field it goes. Play for a throw. Holding.
Do they stick or twist? Caution or risk? You know, what will they rue more? I think it'd be a cautious mindset they'd regret more for me, so I'd like to see them try and go and win this.
Elneny. Saka tries to switch the play. Decent looking ball.
Well, both sides
Ses.
might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Alexandro tries to get it forward quickly.
Ah lan.
Cristiano Ronaldo has a goal! Ronaldo! Superb!
Gol be.
Best for last! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Whistle's gone, that's a
Ya
foul.
siktir git.
Forward it goes. Chiesa. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Juventus need to hold on for a few more moments. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo döneceğim de vuracağım da.
It is all over. Juventus win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Juventus leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great stuff.